Hello and welcome to Extra Things. Last week, a playable version of the song Turn Bass dropped in the form of a Funkin mod, which features a crossover between Funkin, PaRappa the Rapper, and Scratchin Melodii. Considering that both Melodii and Funkin are hugely inspired by PaRappa, this crossover was inevitable, so let's talk about it. One of the most interesting parts about this mod is its origins. The original concept was created by BB who tweeted out a short, looping animation of the three rhythmic rivals sitting and playing Uno. In the replies, BB jokingly states that another rhythm game protagonist, Guitar Man, was excluded due to protesting against stacking +4s. Listen, my friends and I were on an Uno binge a few years ago, like that's all we played, and I gotta say, Guitar Man was right, you cannot stack +4s. So this tweet eventually caught the eye of composer Mike Gino, who created the song Turn Bass, named after the fact that these characters all come from turn-based rhythm games. This inspired a number of people to create mods from the song, including Richelix, who created Friday Night Funk and BPM. BPM features 4 variants of turn bass, allowing the player to take control of each character at the table. Each letter of BPM represents a character: Boyfriend, PaRappa, and Melodii. This is reflected through each letter of BPM corresponding with the most associated color of the character. Melodii still uses the modified Chris preset from Vocaloid as their voice, and PaRappa's vocals are lifted straight from their bass games. Regardless of who you're playing as, the winner of the Uno game is always Boyfriend. Boyfriend also doesn't have to call Uno because they go from 3 cards to 0 and thus never are holding 1 card. Though it looks like he placed just 1 card, a blue 2, I think that the cards are simply stacked. When Boyfriend says GG, he's wearing the sunglasses from the Deal With It meme. Each character's game over screen is reflected of the games they originate from, though PaRappa's skeleton cracks just like Boyfriend. Additionally, PaRappa's version of turn bass has black bars representing a smaller aspect ratio, in reference to the video output of the original PlayStation, the console PaRappa 1 released on. The 4th and final variant of turn bass is another playable Melodii stage, only the gameplay closer reflects the game they originate from. The same UI for Melodii appears at the top, and the player must press the arrow keys when Melodii's icon reaches the corresponding arrow inputs. It's a little buggy, considering it was an attempt to create a different core mechanic of the game, but it's still a pretty faithful recreation. Normally the line would turn blue during repeats and pink during support, but the line stays blue throughout the track. Additionally, the player would be able to freestyle in Scratchin Melodii, but such a mechanic would be difficult to create in the Funkin engine given that it's such a precision-based game. As seen in the Weak Art, Melodii and PaRappa begin feuding mid-match, throwing take 2s and 4s back and forth before Boyfriend reveals he's out of cards. This is because PaRappa and Melodii's base game mechanics are incredibly similar, making it easier for them to riff back and forth so naturally. This is also backed by the fact that the two of them actually sing and rap their lyrics as opposed to Boyfriend's beeps and boops. And that's Extra Things about Friday Night Funk and BPM. I hope you enjoyed. Bit of a shorter one, I know, but after playing this mod, I couldn't not make a video on it. Thanks for watching, and until next time.